am alive. Yep. Let's see. So, this is the game of democracy, and unfortunately, um, trying to see if there's a way I can make this better. I don't know what political climate. Oh wait. Huh. Oh, I can turn off assassinations. Huh. Oops. All right. So let me double check my DLC that I have for this. Huh. Okay. Doesn't really seem to be any DLC that adds these any more countries. So okay, so Australia has Vegemite, Canada has maple syrup, United States has beef, Germany has beer, France has croissants, and United Kingdom has tea. Which has the biggest population. That'll be America. Well, the United States of America is a federal republic consisting of 50 states. The USA is the third largest country by land area and population, and is also the world's largest national economy, with an estimated 19% of the total GDP when measured by purchasing power parity. The country accounts for 39% of global military spending, despite containing only 4.46% of global population. The U.S. President acts as both head of state and head of government, as well as Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Armed Forces. Talk about separation of power. Okay. So, we're going to already set there to be no limits. And we are going to be the Greens versus the National Unity Party. Okay, our health is terrible, crime is high, poverty is a bit out of control, employment is medium, and GDP is low, but education is rather useful. We have 4 years to turn this around and get re-elected, and then the fun starts. We have a deficit of about 80 billion. No, it's 72 billion, but it's about to be 80. Interest rates can be better. Okay. So we need to find a way to lower our deficit. So by making tax returns public, people can now check if someone's using loopholes or abusing the tax system. This full disclosure will ensure support of the system as well as reducing tax evasion. It's not really saying that a green company, green place would be. The more about clean energy. Maternity leave. Sure, let's do that. People will be happy. Productivity would plummet, but we can afford that. National Business Council. Sure. Of lower socialism by a lot, but doesn't really cost that much, and why would you limit automated trading? You'll just would help the self-employed, but doesn't look like it would do much else. Antisocial behavior because of alcohol consumption. So crime, violent crime. People don't really public service, community policing. Oh, it's law and order. There it is. Liberals like it. Crime and violent crime and racial tension don't like it. Liberalism also likes it even more. Okay. And you keep everyone happy without them killing me, because some people might not like this. Commuters like it, and there'll be less of them. Parents and trade unions would also like it. Okay. I'm just putting down like so many policies in this first quarter. Let's see how this first goes. Click to return to government. Credit rating downgrading. Now BB. GDP is lowered. Oh, people like me a bit more. They just, my approval rating skyrocketed. Trade unionists. Huh. Community policing. It'll take maximum time it takes in turns for this policy to be implemented or changed from one value to another. Okay, so it's going to take 4 more turns to get rid of antisocial behavior. police force, death penalty. How can I get rid of crime? Can I ban crime? Can I make crime illegal? That may help. Yeah, I'm going to have to find a way to lower my expenses. We don't really need that much of a military, right? Like, people can go away with... We can just half the military budget. They said if we half the military budget, we'll still be the most military-driven country. And, yeah. Farmers don't like it. Other people like it because it makes them happy. School vouchers. Socialism, equality, and poor earnings. It's going to cost a bunch of cash. But hey. Health food subsidies. Turn off obesity. There. Make obesity illegal. Click to return to government. Unemployment is rising fast. Crime is lowering. Health and GDP are staying the same. Debt protection law. Debt collection agencies have been in the news because of the aggressive methods they are using to extract payment from people who owe large sums of money. These debt collection agencies provide credit to people who larger, more respectable companies do not lend money. A law is proposed to limit the ways in which such agencies can operate. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We've made the capitalists happy, so we might as well make them a bit mad, make the trade unionists a bit happier. Oh, my polls. It's even better. Jury trial. Legal aid. Prisons. Extensive rehabilitation. Yeah. And okay, our deficit is huge. Relative GDP. Lowering this by that amount wouldn't be that bad. Credit rating downgraded. Superhero. Okay. We'll get 50% of the vote. Okay, now we can raise taxes because we have... Now we have things. She sympathizes with retired and motorists. Okay, motorists. And the retired. Where are they? They're retired. Oh, they're already happy. So if I just lower this a slight bit, people won't really notice that much, would they? Besides, we'll get rid of socialism, and everyone knows that socialism is the boogeyman. What type of government are you going for? I have no idea. I'm just trying to stop all these red dots and make them green dots. Ban tobacco adverts. It would make capitalists mad, but health will skyrocket. Smoking kills millions of people. Sure. Antisocials at an end. Vigilante mobs are at an end. Crime just took a huge nosedive. And yes, we won. We won the game, I think. Poverty is on the rise, but that's fine. I've gotten rid of a bunch of jobs, so there's that. Yeah. Oh, our GDP is causing massive unemployment. Anything I can do with the skills shortage? Immigration, border controls. Huh. If I just lower immigration things, then people will love me again. Yes, that's how that works. Okay, I need to find a way to raise my GDP to lower our unemployment because I guess making there's so many things affecting this. I guess I want to go into a technocracy area. Effect. Energy efficiency, GDP. That would be really great. Unfortunately, I don't think I can afford it. But thankfully, our popularity has risen above the 50%, so there's that. Anyone trying to kill me? There's a lot of people trying to kill me. The Human Rights Society. Why on earth would they be mad at me? Oh, it's the liberal people. They are not exactly that happy. I mean, they're not happy because I could go back to spending more billions on tanks, but no, that'll just make them worse. Biofuel subsidies, like ethanol. You know, ethanol is actually not really that great. It takes more energy to burn than what you get out of it, and it burns so hot that the engines have to be specially designed to actually run them. So, with that in mind, it's kind of a way to legally water down gasoline. But then again, there's an expensive process of making ethanol, so I'm not entirely sure if it cuts any costs whatsoever. Yeah. Corn is cheap, maybe that's what it is. Import tariffs. People like it, it'll get me a few billion. But, I don't know. Welfare Fraud Department, people will love them. And recycling. Anything that'll get me moolah. Business startup campaign. Capitalists. They like that. Now for taxes. Plastic bag check tax. automation tax. So the more technology-wise we go, the more people's jobs are lost due to automation. Which, I guess this could be a method of doing things. But yeah, let's lower crime, have youth club subsidies. Free parenting classes? Sure. So let's go for a technocracy paradise. Which is technocracy? Wait, isn't that where scientists are in charge? So the exact opposite of Soviet Russia when they began their thingy thing. I think. I don't know. History books are fuzzy. I didn't really read that much. Major donor abandons party. This may affect my ability to campaign effectively unless we can find a replacement donor and keep them. Freedom of information. Sure. Crime is at an all-time low. Education is nowhere. Poverty is rising. Unemployment is also rising. GDP has tanked a bit. The Human Rights Society are criticizing. Business first. Okay. How much longer until the obesity thing stops? Homelessness. Okay. In order to solve our homelessness issue, we need to solve our unemployment issue, which means that we also need to solve our GDP issue, which means that we need to solve our skills shortage issue, which means that we need to solve our immigration issue, which means that we are trying to... Oh, there's... I just simply can't make this any lower. Which means we need to solve our... that... There's a lot of things that are indirectly and directly affected. Oh, we have a surplus now. Okay, so particle accelerators on science funding. No, not yet. It's going to take 100 turns for the surplus to get big enough to get rid of our debt. Technological advantage? Yeah. Uncompetitive economy? It's because of our productivity. No, it's because of our corporate tax. So if I just raise it just a slight bit. There, and I find a way to make the capitalists happy so that way they don't be mean to me. Social Justice Foundation. Youth Politics Council. Will make the youth much more happy towards me, and then brainwash them to vote for me. Keep the country tidy campaigns. Environmentalists would help me because I'm the Green Campaign. I have to pretend like I care about them because they helped me get into office. Aerospace contract 1. Yes, unemployment is down. It's there. Wait a minute. The Warriors of Gaia. Wait, why are the environmentalists mad at me? I am the environmentalist. Okay, environmentalists. It's because... But this is directly to make them happy. Oh, also the minorities are also mad at me. But I've given them border controls, foreign aid, and could go heavy-handed with the foreign aid. Compassionate. Sure. How do the Patriots like me? They don't exactly like me that much. Space program. Surplus is 125 billion. Hey, we don't have a deficit anymore, so there's that. That's the situation at hand. Compulsory work for the unemployed. Now has to do some work every week or risk a payment cut in their benefits. This includes public beautification, collecting litter, and other tasks that do not risk any jobs. The goal is to make use of major workforce and get people back in a work routine, hopefully resulting in them getting jobs soon. Nobody should expect to live off state without working. You see, I see the potential costs, and I want to do that, but I'm sensing it like it may cause a... Let's see, who does it make? It makes poor and socialists fairly... It makes me look very uncompassionate. But it makes capitalist, GDP, and middle income super high, so the poor and socialists... I mean, the poor, they can't really do much. They can't really afford terrorism and take me out. The socialists are, well... But we don't like to talk about the socialists in America. Even though they outnumber the liberals. Wait, what's their population? 50%. Okay then. Let's see how this changes everything. Any other red things going away? Credit rating upgraded. Yeah, capitalists and GDP are even more happy. Okay, Warriors of Gaia, they are just staying neutral. Membership. Everyone's getting a bit madder. Okay, there's the terrorist group, and then there's the not sure what this is. This is a terrorist group, and this is the activist group. So yeah, I may need to get some CCTV cameras. What's this? Armed police. Okay, law and order. Witness protection. Wait, what's... Curfews, CCTV. Law and order. Oh, it's just a bit too expensive. National Armed Forces Week. Each turn takes 3 months. The bar shows progress towards the next election. So in 9 turns, have an election. Okay, where's my compass at? Okay, so I used to be conservative, now I was becoming more liberal. But trying to be as capitalist as possible. Changes. Well, the average temperature, oh my. I raised the average temperature by a few percentage points. Productivity is down 4%, but health is up, crime is way down, education's a bit up, tobacco usage is down, and all the other fancy stuff. So, recycling, I guess. By installing Interhome, people can save money and environment. At the same time, it'll increase efficiency. It'll take a while to convince everyone else. It won't cause miracles, but it'll save a lot of energy in the long run. Help save nature for our children. Clean energy subsidies. Capitalists won't like that, but witness protection. Compulsory school sports. There. Let's see how terrible this happens. Regulate child's food. Obesity is a major problem? Sure. The polls are optimistic. Warriors of Gaia. Okay, everyone's going down. That's good. Everything's looking on the up and up. I just changed it so that everyone will be happier, and I can end this turn without doing anything because I need to save up my political power. Oh my. Immigration scandal. Patriots and the poor. Credit rating upgrade. Okay. Our GDP is up. And how's our polls look? Our polls are doing fantastic. Their effectiveness is generally considered to be fair. Project Gaia or the Warriors of Gaia aren't exactly doing that bad. Yeah. We have 69% of the vote. Nice. Our income is above our expenditure. Our interest rates are lowering. Our relative GDP is raising. Trade unions are still a bit mad. Liberals will like this. Capitalists will like this. Why would they like this? It makes for-profit prison. Lower crime and lower unemployment. Trade unions won't like it. Sure. Creation versus evolution. Oh boy. Here we go. Time to enforce America's policies and... oh boy. Please don't assassinate me. The Crusaders of the Lord. This is about to go really high. Anything else I can do? Compulsively foreign language class? Sure. That'll be nice. It's not really that expensive at all. Welfare fraud department doesn't make me look compassionate and makes the poor really hate me, but it makes the middle income go way up. I have no idea why. But let's pretend like it makes sense. Crime is at an all-time low. I've started so high and then we just plummeted it. I consider that a success. I mean, don't ignore this part, but crime is definitely one of our strong suits. Unemployment. See, unemployment is a major problem because it's part of our GDP, which is a major problem because it's part of our skill shortage, which is a major problem because it's part of our education and... wait, Is it because of high education or? Oh, I need to increase education. Obesity is now on the end, so therefore health is on the up and up. New major party donor. Minimum wage. We don't have a minimum wage, and there's a wait. We don't. And there's a proposal to introduce a limit below which will be illegal to employ someone. This is designed to prevent people working for slave labor wage levels. This is a free market interference at the very worst. Nobody is forcing people to work and live and buy food for these wages. They are the wages the market is sold on. Making it illegal to pay these levels will just destroy jobs and hurt smaller companies in particular from undercutting their employees. The government should not interfere in the market, or we should introduce minimum wage immediately, slashing jobs. There are far too many cases where small companies that are law-abiding, that are employing people to work in the construction or food industry for appallingly low wages, which the employees agreed to. By setting a minimum wage, we can ensure that all working citizens have a privileged quality of life. Okay. This makes lower to middle income, well actually no, it makes lower income people happier. This makes capitalists happier. The poor are probably going to rise up and Stalingrad me, so I'm just going to delay that for a little bit. Oh, polls. Finally something that gives me happiness. I don't exactly know what I did here, but I know that when I went here I'd start raising taxes and everything. Detailed polls. Who likes me? Who hates me? Trade unionists hate me. Poor. Oh, they really hate me. Homelessness, which is caused by unemployment, which is caused by the GDP, which is caused by skill shortage, which is caused by education. See, Youth Politics Council. Okay, how do I find out what's causing education? Technology. I have a surplus of 206 billion, so I can afford to raise this a bit. Okay. Life-threatening operations. If I raise this, it'll lower unemployment by a huge amount. It'll make the poor really happy, but the capitalists will hate it. And socialists would like it. Drug addiction would go down. Socialism would rise. Oh boy. Can the Treasury spare such expense? Do we really need to care about the do we really need to care about the poor people? Because then they would die off really quickly, and then we'll have less of them to worry about, less of them to vote against me. Though I don't believe this game simulates that. Recycling, home fabrication, Labor Day holiday, city farms, young entrepreneur scheme. Sure, let's make capitalists happy, and socialism will be. Let's try to make that good. Technology grants, yes please. Transport, carpooling campaign. Okay, it's not that expensive. credit rating upgrade. We're now at A. Okay, that's great. Our GDP is slowly on the rise. Our poverty is lowering because of the minimum wage. Well, that's crazy. The Black Power movement is everyone's hating me now. Okay. So instead of working on saving the environment, I need to do a little something something. Wiretapping tasers. Wiretapping is an essential weapon in the fight against organized crime and terrorism. The problem is that it's difficult to prevent misuse of such a system, and liberals are keen to point out how widespread wiretapping is a very sinister sign of a police state. Well, I would agree to you. I don't really care. Not entirely. Rubbish tip protests. Well, I don't really think we have to campaign that much for the election. Don't really. My popularity is high, everyone loves me, except for the liberals who are going to hate me soon. Okay, this limited automated trading decreases self-employed, but putting no limits on it would raise the GDP very, very slightly for whoever it does. Let's apply changes to make sure the capitalists and wealthy don't exactly hate me. And city farms, because why not? What does this do? Oh, it just increases farmers. Okay. Now to find out if there are robot grants, because campaign speeches or landmine. Engineering company in our country just won a contract to manufacture and supply landmines for a foreign country. At the moment, there is no specific law that prohibits the company from making these products, but there is widespread public debate that we should ban the production of landmines within our borders. Various say that we should ban the manufacture of landmines. What's next? Stop making guns? Handcuffs? This will be a step towards dismantling our whole arms industry that would cost jobs and hurt investors. It's not the job of the state to interfere or ban them because it's crude weapons and causing civilian deaths in the aftermath of war. I'll make the capitalists a bit happier. Relative GDP is, the global economy is lowering. Our debt to GDP ratio is lowering though, by a large margin. It used to be raising steadily even higher, and then now it's dropping, which will mean that our expenditure is dropping since we're paying less interest. And our highest interest. Wait, how much are we paying for in? Yeah, debt interest accounts for like 1% of our stuff. So efficiency with which government money is spent, 102%. I think that means that we have very little corruption. Every dollar that's given to taxes equals $1.02 given back. Okay. Import tariffs. Trade Council. Diversity quotas. Mars program. Robotics research grants. Rural development grants. Recycling. Sure, let's do recycling. Would that make anyone mad? Nope. It would just make environmentalists really happy. That's my favorite type of thing. Free school meals. It would lower poverty and make... Hey, the capitalists don't hate it, so that's good. Law and order. Healthy eating campaign to increase health. The environment. Let's see if this helps. Whaling. Keep ban on whales. Save the whale. Why are you even thinking about that? Poverty is at an all-time low. Wait. Oh my. Well then. Manifesto. Speeches. Fundraising. He sympathizes with religious and farmers. Okay. Conservatives and retired, they're both a bit better. Patriots and motorists. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm probably going to find a better thing because yeah. Let's see. How do I get rid of these people? Space program. Nah, I won't be that done. Welfare? No, economy. Trade union restrictions. Okay. Rare earth mineral mining. Environmentalists would be furious. Okay. Marriage tax allowance. Microgeneration grants. Superstores may be convenient for our citizens, for out citizens. Ah, they made a typo. Gotta tax those Twinkies. Yep. Junk food tax. Punitive tax charged on unhealthy foods such as takeaway, hamburgers, fizzy drink, and high sugar or fat content pre-processed food. Levied with the aim of improving the health of the nation, but can be unpopular because you're getting rid of the Big Mac. Or the Big Mac will be as expensive as Jimmy John's subs. Superstores may be convenient for our citizens, but they may have many negative effects. They encourage car journeys rather than supporting local shops. And their dominance is encouraging a society dominated by big business with no room for small family-owned stores. They should be taxed to reflect the harm they do to the fabric of our society. Okay. Huh. Public tax returns. Public services. Human cloning. Public library. Okay, I'll do university grants to get rid of the skills. Okay, that'll get rid of the skills shortage. And free eye tests would make capitalists for some reason make capitalists and the wealthy really mad for daring to give people free eye exams. Like, how dare they care about their health? Oh well. Oh no. Why is the cause of this? The cause of this is because of low foreign relations. No. The cause of this is because of the year. So foreign relations are causing that. Market meltdown. Credit rating upgrade. We're now AA. Manifesto promises available. I mean, do we really need to make a manifesto? Because we have 95% of the vote. So we can do pretty much whatever we want. Like with the election report. Yeah. Like it looks like there's looks like there's the other person is just going to get 1% of the vote, and I'm just going to get all other stuff. I mean, there's 300 million people in this country. How can I cut? Oh, yeah, I can't do I can't do any of this. Equality raised by 50%. Yeah, can I just like press a compassionate help at food bank? Success chance. Well, that was a waste of time. What do we have for surplus? We have a lot for surplus. Import tariffs, farmland acquisition program, diplomatic service. Increase our foreign relations because we really need it. Tourism ad? Sure, would that increase our foreign relations? Yes, it would. Okay, now anything trade council. That would also increase our foreign relations, which is good. We really need things like this. Public libraries? Why don't we have these already? Okay, there. We really need to get rid of the rare earth elements. Oh! Start count. Huh. Well then. It looks like. Well, what can I say? I'm a patriot at heart. Breakdown. Who voted least for me? Self-employed, liberals, and capitalists. The retired didn't even look at them. It's either me or the highway. Yeah, I raised unemployment by a huge amount. CO2 emissions, lowered that, inventory efficiency, foreign relations, racial tensions. Oh. Oh my. Industrial automation. Oh, begin next turn. Legitimate leader. You have managed to not only win the election, but take a majority of the entire electorate with you, leaving no doubt that you're this country's legitimate leader. Landslide. Amazing victory. There's nothing short of an electoral landslide, which shows that you have fundamentally won the political argument in the minds of the electorate. Electoral success. Success. You have been democratically elected for another term. Somehow you managed to win over the electorate of your political views. Congratulations. And we got technological advance. Oh, we lost technological advantage. Um, so yeah, there's that. We know what happens when people stay in the roads, they get run down.